This conference will now be recorded.
Don't tell me that my keypad is not working and that is not working. You have to call me if you are not attending. What is the problem in calling?
Okay.
I'm not happy with you guys. So did you remember anything on the JDBC?
Yes.
Did
Yes,
you
Ramji.
Yes, Ram.
at least open the recordings and practice the recordings?
Yes, Ram.
The last recording?
Yes,
The
Ram.
yesterday's
Yes,
morning,
Ramji.
full practice that yesterday morning class?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes, Ram.
Yes.
Yes.
Varalakshmi, did you practice that?
Yesterday's recording, Ramji.
Yes.
No,
Yesterday's recording.
Ramji, only half of that I saw.
So, Varalakshmi, initially you are very, sincere and you are attending the classes. But nowadays you are not attending the classes and you are not following the recording. It should not become like a habit. I'm telling you again.
Yeah, sure, Ramji.
So, because going forward, we are going to deal with very important frameworks like Hibernate and Spring. If you don't understand these things, you don't understand that, and you lose the track. Trust me, you will lose the track.
Yeah, Ramji.
You have to show that sincerity, whatever you showed earlier. Everyone.
Yes, Ramji.
Yes, Ram.
One second. So I told about the select query yesterday, correct? How to execute the select query. So,
Yes.
so whatever might be the query, whether it's a select query, whether it's a insert query, whether it's a update query, whether it's a delete query, whatever might be the query I want to send from Java program to the database, I need a connection, correct?
Yes.
So I have to create a connection first. Obviously, I have to create a connection. So this is how I create a connection object. For creating a connection object, I need the driver class to be loaded in the memory. If I don't load the driver class in the memory, so this get connection method cannot use this Oracle pin driver to connect to the database, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So now I have to create a statement object. By using the connection object, I have to create a statement object, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now by using the statement object, I can call the execute query method. There are three methods in the statement class. One method is execute update, the other method is execute query, the other method is execute. I told about the execute update and execute methods already in the previous classes.
Yeah.
Execute update
Yeah.
method is used to execute the update query, delete query, and insert query. And execute method is used for alter queries and dropping the table, altering the table, creating the table. All those things can be done with the execute method, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And the execute query method is to execute the select queries. If you want to execute the select queries, if you want to send the select query to database for the execution, so database will execute the query. You are not executing the query. You are asking database to execute the query. So if you want database to execute the select query, you have to call the execute query method on the statement object and supply the query. So this is the query I'm supplying. Correct?
Yes.
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 Now the execute query method has a logic to send this query to database, and database will execute the query. One second, hold on. I'm getting a call. Sorry guys. So database will execute this query and send the results back to this. See, I told you that the statement class has a method called execute query which accepts which will take the string as an input. It will send the query to database and database will send the results back. Database will execute the query and send the results back. So what are the results database sent? It will capture those results. It will capture those results and put inside the result set object. Put inside the result set
Yes.
object. This is the logic inside the execute query method. inside the execute query method, it will capture those results and put inside the result set object. So it will create a result set object. There is a class called result set. There is a predefined class called result set. This is the result set. So this class has so many methods. It has so many methods. It's a predefined class and predefined methods, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So it will capture the execute query method will capture those results and put inside the result set. It will create a result set object and put the results inside this object and return the result set object. It will return the result set
Results.
object. Correct? It will return the
Yes,
result,
Ramji.
create a result set object and put all the results in this object, put all the results in the object and return the result set object. So when you call this execute query method, you will get the result set object.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm catching the result set object in the result set variable. When I call this method, I'm getting the result set object and I'm catching that object in the result set variable. Correct?
Yes.
Now the result set object contains all the results because the database send the results back and it captured the results and kept the results in the result set object and return the result set object to you. That object you're catching it in the result set variable. So now that object is having all the results, correct? For this
Yes.
query, whatever the query you sent, the results of that query are there in the result set object now. Agreed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'm using the while loop. For example, when I say select stars from employee, I might get 3 records or 4 records based on the data in the table, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So I might get 4 records or 5 records or 6 records. How many records are there in the table? I'll get those many records back, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me show you that.
Some noise from someone from Ramji.
Alison, can you please mute your microphone? I think Harsha, yours microphone.
Yes, Ramji, I done muted it.
There is only one record in the employee table, correct?
Yes.
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 So for example, if I have one more record, insert into employee values, employee ID, employee name, salaries. So one more record is created. Now how many records are there in the employee table? Huh?
Two.
We have 2 records. So now when I send the query from the Java program, I send this query select star from employee. Then the query will go to database. Database will execute the query. It will return 2 records back, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So it will return these 2 records.
Yeah.
This is the result. This is the entire result. It is returning back to the Java program, correct?
Yes.
In Java program is capture the execute query method has a logic to capture that result and keep that result in the result set object, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it is returning a result set. So now I have the result set object all these entire results, correct? There are
Yes.
two
Yes.
records in this result. There are 2 records in these results in the results, correct?
Yes.
So now I'm using a while loop. I'm saying that rs.next method. I told that result set class already has a method called next method, correct?
Yes.
So this next method will return a boolean. The return type is boolean. It will return either true or false.
Okay.
It will return true if there is a next record in the result set. If there is no
Yeah.
next record, it will return false.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you're checking if there is a next record in the result set. Yes, there is a next record in the result set. There is a first record, right? So it will
Yes.
enter into the loop. It will enter into the loop. So the first records, you have to supply the column name. There is a method called getInt. I told the result set class has so many methods. There is a
Okay.
method called getInt. There is a method called getString, correct?
Yes.
So I am calling the getInt method and supplying the column name. What is the column name? M.
MPID.
So
MPID.
EMP ID is this is the result, right?
Yes.
So the first record and this is the second record. Right now I'm in the first record because I'm in the first loop. The while loop will be repeated for 2 times because there are 2 results in the result set. So when you use while loop, the while loop will be repeated for 2 times. In the first loop, it is the first record. In the second loop, it is the second record. Correct?
Yes.
So
Yes, Ramji.
now when I say while rs.next, it will check if there is a next record in the result set, that there is a first record, so it will go inside that loop. Now it is capturing the first record data. So you're supplying the column name, you get the value of that column. What is the value of the EMP ID column in the first record? 100, correct?
100. Yes.
Yes.
So because EMP ID is a number data type, EMP ID is a number data type, I have to call getInt method, because if the column name this is a number data type, I'll definitely get the number value, I'll get the integer value, right? So that's why I
Yes.
have to call the getInt method. I'm getting the integer, I'm getting the value of that integer in this column.
Okay.
So you have to supply you have to call getString, because EMP name is a varchar2 column, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got the EMP ID, I got the EMP name, I got the salary of the first record, and I'm printing all the data. Now the loop will repeat. So I'm checking if there is a next record in the result set. Yes, there is a next record. There is a second record as well, correct?
Yes.
So it will go inside the loop and will capture the values of EMP ID, EMP name, and salary for the second record, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And it will print the values. Now it will check if there is a next record in the result set. There is no next record in the result set. It will return false. So it will come out of the while loop, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, hold on once. Okay, sorry guys. So did everyone understand this program now?
Yes, Ram.
Yes,
Yes,
Ramji.
Ramji.
No, when I run this program, I have to get the 2 records, right?
Yes.
In a
Yes.
Java application. So I got in each and every loop, I'm printing the data, correct? The employee ID, employee name, salary. In the second loop also I'm printing employee ID, employee name, salary, correct?
Yes.
So I got employee ID, employee name, salary, employee ID, employee name, salary. That is what I got the output. Because there are two records. For example, if I insert one more record, sorry, if I insert one more record, correct? Let me commit the record. So now let me go and run it from Java program. Run as Java application. I have to get the three records, right?
Oh, yes.
So employee ID, employee name, salary, employee ID, employee name, salary, employee ID, employee name, salary. The loop is repeated for 3 times because the result set object contains 3 records, correct?
Yes.
So this is how you have to execute the select query and get the results from the database and iterate it using the while loop and print the results. So this is what we discussed in the last class. Whoever missed the class, please go through the recording. I put so many other things in that class. Please go through that recording.
Yes, Ramji.
Don't just come to the class without going through the recording. I'm telling you again. It's not easy to understand the next class if you don't understand the previous class. Is it okay to everyone now?
Yes, Ram.
Yes,
Is it
Ramji.
high level?
Yes, Ram.
At least at high level, is it okay to everyone?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
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 Okay. So now the next concept is, so right now I'm calling the create statement method, right? To get the statement object, agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
Why do I need the statement object? If I don't have a statement object, I cannot send the SQL statement to database, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need a statement object so that I can call the execute query method and send the query to database, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Without a statement object, can I send the query to database? Obviously, I cannot.
No.
And without a connection object, can I create a statement? Without
No.
a connection
No.
object, can I create a statement?
No.
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 And without the driver class, can I create a connection?
No.
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 So all these steps are required. You have to load the driver class into memory, and you have to create a connection by using the driver, and you have to create a statement object, and you have to execute the query.
Ramji, we are getting disturbance from Shravanti.
Yes,
Can
Ramji.
you please mute your microphone?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is what we learned about the JDBC programming. You have to write a Java program and connect to the database. We learned about the select query, update query, insert query, delete query, and all three queries, dropping the table, creating the table. We learned each and every query that we have done, right?
Yes, Ramji. Yes.
Now it's your responsibility to practice other things like group by clause, having clause, write the join queries. It's your responsibility to practice the other queries and let me know if you have any concerns in that.
No, Ramji.
Okay, when you practice it, if you don't know how to write the program by joining multiple tables and get the data out of it by using a Java program, if you have any programs, let me know. I told everything whatever is required. So just you have to write whatever the query you want to write, just write the query here. That's all. Whether it's a join query, whether it's a group by clause, whether it's a having clause, whatever it is, whatever the query is, just write the query here and supply the query to this method, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So I want everyone to practice the other queries. Everything is covered in JDBC now. It's your responsibility to practice the other queries. Do you want me to tell about another query at least? Do you want me to tell one more example?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes,
That would be
Ramji.
fine.
So right now I have an employee table, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
The employee table has EMP ID, EMP name and salary, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now let me create one more column, alter table. I can alter the table from a Java program or else from a SQL Plus client or from a SQL developer client, correct? Any client I can send a query to database, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So let me do it from the Java program. So I'll alter the table. So alter table employee. I want to add a address ID column. Address ID column. Okay. So address ID number of 6. So this is the alter query I have to run, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So let me comment out this. I don't want this because for the alter query, I have to call statement dot execute. That's all. There is no execute query, correct? Because
Yes,
I don't
Ramji.
want any result set for that. I don't want any results for that, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I just want to alter that. I want to change the definition of a table, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I will just send the query for execution. Database will alter the table inside the database. So I have to pass query. So let me run this program. Run as Java application. So the query is executed. Finally, it is printing done. Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Let me go and check the table definition now. So describe employee. I have 4 columns, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Address ID is there, which is number of 6. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So now what I'll do is there is address table already, right? There is address table already, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll alter the table again. I will alter the table again. Alter table employee. What I'll add a foreign key constraint. I'll establish the relationship between 2 tables, employee table and address table, correct?
Yes.
So alter table employee, add constraint, correct?
Yes.
And I have to give the constraint name. I'll give fk underscore address. You can give any name. You can give any name, but I'm giving this name, correct?
Yes.
This is the name of a constraint. Okay.
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
What type of constraint it is? It is a
Yes.
foreign key
Foreign key
constraint.
constraint.
Foreign key.
And on what column I'm creating a foreign key? On the address ID column, correct?
Address ID. Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
And it references what? It
The
references table
ID.
ID column.
Yeah. Address.
Address ID.
So double quotes is ended because it's a string, right? Open the double
Yes.
quotes and end the double quotes. Correct? This is the query I gave, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Now I'll execute this query, then the constraint will be added in the employee table on the address ID column. That is a foreign key constraint, and the value in that column is referring to the value in the ID column, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So I'm creating a parent-child relationship between both the tables.
Yeah.
We got some exception. What is the exception? It's saying that address ID invalid identifier. Hold on. So
Probably
what?
name wrong, Ramji.
1 second. Address ID spelling wrong, right?
Brown.
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So let me run the query again. Run the Java again. Run the Java application. Now it is done. Now there is a constraint on this table, on the employee table. On the address ID column, there is a constraint, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
There is a
Yes.
condition on that column. What is the condition? The values in that column should refer the values in this column, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I established a parent-child relationship between both the tables. Which is a parent table and which is a child table?
The employee is the address
Address
ID.
is the parent table and employee is the child table.
Because employee is referring the address, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
The
Ramji.
values of address ID column in the employee table is referring the address table's ID column, correct? Who is referring whom? Employee is referring address, correct?
Employees. Yes.
Yes.
Child will always refer parent. So child is employee and address is parent. Agreed?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So now what I'll do is I will select star from employee. So right now this address ID column does not have any values, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now I'll update the values here. I'll update the values in this record. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
Ramji.
From the Java program, I will say
Update.
I have to write the update query. Agreed?
Yes, Ramji.
So update.
Update table employee.
There is no table update employee.
Yes, sorry.
You don't know the syntax of update query. You have to practice that.
Yes, Ramji.
Update
I will.
employee set
Okay.
address ID
Address equal to
so what address ID I'll give? The
4,000.
first employee might be living in this particular
1,000.
address. Okay,
Yes.
so I'll give it as 1,000.
1,000.
Set address ID equal 1,000 where EMP ID equal to 300. Correct?
300.
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So now I have to say statement dot execute update because it's an update query. I have to
Yeah.
give I have to call this method called execute update. Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So run the program. Run as Java application. It's done. So now go and check start from employee. So you got address ID 1,000 here. Correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
Ramji.
So now I'll update the second record and third record also. Okay.
Yes,
So for
Ramji.
example, if I update where employee ID equal to 100, right?
Yeah.
Where employee ID equal to 100, I'll update the address ID as 5,000.
5,000.
What is the value? What is the output I'll get? When I run this
Done.
program,
No, it will get error.
you get the constraint violation exception. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Ramji.
Yes, constraint is getting violated because there is no parent record with ID 5,000. There is 1,000, 2,000, 4,000. So I told
Yeah.
that the values in this column should refer to the values in this column. Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
But I'm trying to give a value called 5,000 here. This 5,000 is not referring to any of the values in the ID column. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Without a parent, can you have a child?
No. No.
No, you cannot have a child record. So because you're giving the value called 5,000 in the child, but there is no parent record with ID 5,000, correct?
Yes.
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 Without parent, you cannot have a child. So you'll get parent key not found exception, correct?
Yes.
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 So when I run this query, run as Java application, I got a result. Obviously, the database, when you send the query for execution to database is not executing the query. It is telling that, hey, I can't execute this query because there is a constraint on this column. So database is reporting an error back, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So whatever the error the database is sending back, so the Java program is catching that error and creating an exception.
Yeah.
So it's saying that the constraint is violated, parent key not found, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is the exception you are getting. If you know the exception handling, you understand this. This is the exception you're getting it.
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
I'm not going to talk about that. So now next thing is I'll keep it as 4,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Now will it be successful now?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So run as Java application. It's successful. So go and check. Select start from employee. Now you have 4,000. Correct.
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So now for where employee ID equal 200, I'll update the address as 2,000. Okay.
Okay, Ramji.
Where employee ID equal 200, I'll update the address as 2,000. So run as Java.
Java application.
Done.
Done.
So let's go and check. So let's start from employee. You have this, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Now by using a Java program, I executed the update queries, and by using the Java program, I altered the table and add a constraint, correct?
Yes.
By
Yes.
using the Java program, I altered the table and add a column called address ID column, and I added a constraint called foreign key constraint. Everything by using the Java program only I did it, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes,
Now
Ram.
you know how to execute the alter queries and how to execute the update queries by using the Java program.
Yes, Ramji.
Everyone,
Yes,
Yes.
Ram.
now I want to know what is the what is each employee's name and in which city he is living in. I want only employee name and city in the output. I want what is the name of the employee in my company and in which city he is living in. I want this information. How do you get that? How will you write a select query for that? The employee name is present in which table?
Employee table.
Employee.
The city is present in which table?
Address table.
Address.
Address
What is
table.
the data you want? It is scattered across multiple tables, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So then you have to join both the tables, agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So how do you join the table? Tell me the syntax. Tell me the query.
Oh, okay. Sure.
How do you join the tables? Tell me the query.
Select
Select.
EMP name.
Huh?
EMP name
EMP name.
E space
I'm sorry, EMP name space.
E.
What is
E.
E? What is E?
Sorry, not E. I mean comma city.
Uh,
Um,
From which table you want to select that?
from
Uh,
employee.
Employee.
E.
No, right.
an employee. You want to give the alias name? E.
Yeah.
For this table you are giving the alias name E. Okay. Space.
Inner join.
Will it work now? It will not work because city column is not there in the employee table. Correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes, Ram.
So I have to join this employee table with.
The address table.
Address table.
So you can say inner join. Okay. Address
Address.
table.
Address.
Give the alias name here.
A.
Yeah.
Now tell me what will you do? Join on what? On what condition you will join that?
On the address ID constraint, foreign key constraint.
Tell me the query.
On E dot address ID equal to A dot ID.
So none of you have practiced joins. I don't know what you people are doing. Not attending the classes, not practicing the classes, not going to the exception handling. You're just simply wasting your time and you're thinking that you want 5 lakhs job or 10 lakhs job every month without any hard work. I don't understand that. You should do hard work. Without hard work, you don't get success. You have to practice. You have to forget about everything for the next 2 months. That's what I was keep on telling from the first day. Without hard work, you don't get success. Trust me, you don't get time to learn all these things after these classes. No one will explain you and no one will tell you to practice these things. This is very important 1 month that you have. You have only 1 month of time to learn everything. After 1 month, you will be very busy with the marketing and getting the job and surviving the job. You don't get time to learn. Trust me, you don't get time to learn. You don't get this time, this free time. You should not waste your time. Please practice at least from today. Don't waste your time. So I'm joining the employee table and the address table on this particular condition.
Yeah.
Yes, Ramji.
So what type of join I'm doing? I'm doing the inner join.
Inner join.
Inner join.
And I'll get only the matching records in both the tables, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I got the employee name. The employee name is living in SFO, correct? Because ERTY, this is the employee name. He is living in this particular address of 1000, and this 1000 is matching with this particular.
The particular address record.
This is the particular address 1000 is matching with this ID. I'm joining this row along with this row because the condition is getting satisfied here, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So when I join these two records, then I'm seeing what is the employee name in that record and what is the city in that record.
Yeah.
That is SFO, correct?
Yes.
So he is living in SFO, and the second employee is living in this particular city. This employee is living in this particular city, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So if you go and check what is the address table records, this is the city, this is the city, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
So this is the result I got. In the result, I have employee name and city, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Now, if I have to perform the same thing by using the Java program, how will I do that? Tell me the program. Let me write the program now. What is the query I have to write here?
S-
Same
Same.
query.
Tell me what is the query? Speak out.
Select
Select.
EMP name,
MP name.
city, comma,
City, comma.
from employee,
Employee.
alias name E,
Elias name is not required here, but your wish. Okay, fine. Employee. Join.
Inner join.
Join.
Inner join. Both are same, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji. Inner join.
Inner join your wish. Inner join.
address,
Address.
Address. A.
A.
On
E
E
dot
dot
address. ID
ID
equal
equal to A dot ID.
So now I have to send this query to database for executing this query. So what method I have to call here?
Execute
to
method.
execute.
Execute query.
Execute query. Yes.
Execute query. So now what this method will return? It will return the result set object.
set.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm catching the result set object in the result set variable, correct?
Yes.
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 Now I will loop that result set object
Yeah.
while rs dot next, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So what is there in the result set? Result set has only employee name and city, correct? Nothing else. You're selecting
Yes.
only two columns. You're selecting only
Yes.
two columns, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So there is no EMP ID in the result set. There is no EMP ID, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
I'll
EMP,
remove that. I don't require that.
EMP name.
EMP name. So I'm calling the get string method. I'll supply the EMP name column. I'll get the EMP name value and storing the EMP name in the EMP name variable, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
And there is no salary column in the.
Salary.
Is there a column called salary in the result set?
No.
No,
No.
Ramji.
string,
I'll remove that, correct?
Yeah.
I'll remove this sysout EMP ID. I'll remove the sysout salary, correct?
Yes.
So now I
string,
will say
String.
String.
that is rs dot get string. It is a varchar too. That's why I'm calling get string. Supply the
Yes.
city column, correct?
Yeah.
yeah,
So now I catch that in a string variable.
String city code.
Yes.
So this out the city is
Yes.
city, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
You can separate the string with another string by by concatenating both the strings, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So run as Java application. If you observe here, in the first loop, you got EMP name is ERTY, city is SFO. EMP name is ABC and city is PWR. And EMP name is ASDFJ and city is ABCD, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So if you observe the results here, ABCDE and ASDFG and ERTY SFO, the same results you got even in the Java program because whether it's a Java client, whether it's a SQL Plus client, they're talking to the same database and database will send the same results back, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Any questions here?
No,
No,
Ramji.
Ramji.
This is how you can write any query now, right? Not only any query, whether it's a select query or insert query or update query or delete query, or you're dropping a table, you're altering a table, you're creating a table, whatever might be the query, you can do it by writing a Java program, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
I'm able to join multiple tables and get the data, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm printing the data. Any questions here?
No,
No.
Ramji.
No.
So if you know how to write a JDBC program, the program is same for every query. Just you have to modify the query. That's all.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have to create a connection. You have to load the driver class into memory. You have to create a connection. You have to create a statement. You have to call the execute query method or the execute update method or the execute method based on the nature of the query.
Yes, Ramji.
Any questions, Varalakshmi?
no, Ramji.
Suppose now what I want to do is let me insert into employee values. So EMP ID is some 845 and EMP name is some EMP name and salary and address ID is 1000. It means there are two people living in the same address ID, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Ramji.
Okay. So now
Yeah.
let's start from employee. There are two people living in the same address. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now what I want to find here is what is the salary in each address? What is the salary in each address? So I mean, what is the sum of the salaries in each address? So right now, in this particular address, there are two people living. The first salary is 8,000. The second salary is 4,500. Add these two salaries. That is the sum of salaries in this particular address. Correct?
Yes.
And what is the salary in this particular address? 1,000. There is
1,000.
one person, right? That is the sum of
Yes.
the salary. There is only one person. Correct?
Yeah.
In this address, there is only one salary, 2,000. So now I want the total salary in each address. The total salary in each address. How will I get that? Otherwise, the first thing is tell me what is the total salary of all employees. What is the total salary of all employees? This is my first requirement. What is the total salary that I'm paying for every employee in my company? What is the total expenses that is there for me? I want to know. I want to know how much money I'm spending on salaries. I want to know that. How will I know that?
Some,
Huh?
Select
Select.
salary, sum of salary column
Sum
So
of
it's a group
from
function, right?
employee.
from
from
Yeah.
employee.
employee. Yeah.
Right.
Group function, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, Ramji.
So I got the sum of salary, correct? I
Yes,
Yes.
can
Ramji.
select sum of
Sum
salary
of salary.
as I can give some alias name.
Yes,
So
Ramji. As salary total.
name. So maybe total salary, something like this. I can give some alias name for the column, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
Yeah.
From
Yes.
employee.
Total salary from employee table. So I got total salary is 16,400, correct?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
Yeah.
Perform the same thing from a Java program. What will I do that?
Select sum of
Sum.
salary from employee.
Yeah.
Select sum of salary
Salary.
as total salary,
As total
As
correct?
salary
total salary.
From
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 employee.
employee.
so now this is a select query. So what method I have to call?
Execute.
Statement dot
Execute
execute,
query.
correct?
Execute.
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
So the result set will have how many records? The result set will have how many records?
One.
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 One record, correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
When you run this query, there is only one record, obviously, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So what I'll do here is I will iterate the while loop. The while loop will be repeated only once, correct?
Once. Yes.
Yes.
So what I want to capture here. So what is the column name in the result set?
Total
Salary.
salary.
Total
Total
salary.
salary.
So it's a number column, right?
Yes.
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 The number is the total salary, great.
Yes.
Yes.
So what I'll do is rs dot getInt, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apply the total salary.
Total salary.
That is the name of the column I'm giving, correct? This is the name of the
Yes.
column, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So I'll catch that in int total salary, correct?
Yes.
You can give any variable name. That's your salary also. Okay.
Okay.
So sit out salary. So what the output I'll get?
The total of sum of
Total.
the thing 164
This while loop is repeated only once. It will not
once.
repeat for the second time, correct?
Yes.
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 Record in the result. I'm iterating the result set, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So run as Java application. They get that 16,400.
Yeah.
Yes.
And done.
Okay.
So now what I want the total salary in each address. In each address, what is the total salary? Getting it?
Yeah.
Select.
Select salary from employee.
Address ID,
Hold
comma,
on. Harsha, you continue. You tell me the query, Harsha.
You said you want the salary from every salary, right, Ramji?
I want the total salary from each address. I want the total salary from each address.
I mean, select salary from employee, Ramji. So,
One second, hold on. Select salary from employee,
employee.
correct?
It will display all the salaries from each and.
But I am asking what is the total salary in each address. I don't want salary in each address. You're telling me salary in each address, correct?
Yes.
But I am asking the total salary in each address. So I want the result as the sum of these two salaries in the first address. This is the sum of the salaries in the second address. This is the sum of the salaries in the third address, right?
Yes, Ramji. I got
What
it.
is the total salary in the address ID 1000?
Total salary is 8,900 plus 4,500.
What is the total salary in the address ID 4000?
1,000.
What is the total salary in the address ID 2000?
2,000.
So did everyone understand this?
Yes.
Yes, Ramji.
How do you write the query?
select salary. Select address ID, comma, sum of salary from employee, group by address ID.
Now I hope everyone understood your situation, correct? You don't know how to
Yes,
write
sir.
the queries. Only one person is answering this.
Give me 2 more. Let me complete this journey, Ramji. I'll be back on track again.
Don't tell me all those things, Sarsha. Don't tell me all those things. Fault is at your end. That's all.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that give me 1 more day, give me 2 more days. I completed this group by class 5 days, 6 days ago. Not now. Group by address ID. So you're grouping by address ID. You're asking everyone in the employee table to form a group according to the address IDs. So how many groups will form? These two people will fall into one group. This person will fall into one group. This person will form into one group because according to address ID, you're asking them to form a group, correct?
Yes, Ramji.
So there are 3 groups, correct?
Yes.
When you say group by address ID, there are 3 groups. Now you're asking, select the address ID in each group and what is the sum of salary in each group because already groups are formed, correct?
Yes.
Now you're selecting, what is the address ID in this group? You tell me what is the address ID in the first group?
Address ID of the first group is 1,000 and
What is the address ID of the second group?
4,000.
4,000.
What is the address ID of the third group?
2,000.
How many people are there in the first group?
Two.
2.
1.
How many people are there in the third group?
1.
1.
Because you're asking them to form a group according to address ID, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
So now you're asking what is the address ID of each group and what is the sum of salaries of each group.
Yes.
So this is the first address ID and the sum of salaries in that group in that address ID. This is the second address ID, sum of salaries in that address ID. This is the third address ID, sum of salaries in that address ID, correct?
Yeah.
Yes, Ramji.
So I can also write the query like this. So sum of salary, I can give the alias name, correct? As
Yes.
total salary in address. I can give any name, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
From employee group by address ID.
Ready.
I got address ID and total salary in the address, correct?
Yes.
So if I want to perform the same thing by using Java, what should I do?
Same query and
The same query, correct?
yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Whatever might be the client, the query will be same because database understands the query language only, correct?
Yes.
If you know the SQL query, just you have to write that SQL query in the Java program or in the SQL Plus or the SQL developer. That's all. You have to know how to write a query.
Yes.
Getting it, everyone?
Yes, Rams.
So tell me the query again. Select
Address ID,
Address ID, comma, sum of salary
Sum of salary
from employee, group by
group by
address ID.
employee.
group by
Yeah, address ID.
Address.
Maximum salary as I'll give some name.
Total salary.
Total salary in address. This is the alias name I'm giving. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Selecting it as this with this name. I'm selecting the result of this as with this name. Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now I should say that rs dot get int of address ID, because every record will have address ID, and I will also have rs dot get int
Total salary. Total
Total
salary
salary
in
and
address.
address.
So I have to just copy this and paste it here. Correct? The column name. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes, Ramji.
So how many times this while loop will repeat?
2 times. 3 times.
3 times.
3
We
times.
have 3 groups, right?
3
Yes.
groups. Yes.
So it will repeat for 3 times while loop. Sys out the
Address ID.
address ID to make it more readable. So the address ID is correct.
Yeah.
So
So, the total salary. Yeah.
got it.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ramji.
Like I don't require this. I just have one system. In every loop, I'm getting the address ID and salary. I'm just printing the total salary in the address ID. Just give the value of the address ID is just give the value of that salary. I'm concatenating the string and the integer and the string and the integer. So the total concatenated string will be printed. Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
So the total salary in address ID 1000 is this much. The total salary in address ID 4000 is this much. The total salary in address ID 2000 is this much. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So do you think that if you don't know core Java, can you write this program?
No,
Yeah.
Ramji.
No.
No.
Concatenation. If you don't know what is string and what is integer, how to concatenate down. If you don't know how to call the method on the object, on the result set object, you're calling the method. Correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Just
Yes.
applying the input. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you don't know what is while loop, correct? And if you don't know how to create a string, this is how you just declare a variable, string variable, and give the string value. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're just calling the method on the connection object. You're just calling the method on the this is a static method. You're directly calling this method with the class name. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And you're supplying the 3 arguments. This method is expecting 3 arguments. And this is a static method for name. You're directly calling this method with the class name. There's a class
Yes.
called class, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Class, you have a static method called for name. If you don't know what is the static method, how to call the method, how to call the static method, if you don't know how to call the method on the object, if you don't know what are the input arguments, if you don't know what is a while loop, if you don't know what is concatenation, can you write this program?
No.
Everything is core Java, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
Ramji.
Yes.
Write anything other than the core Java?
No.
No.
No. No.
Core Java is important. Without core Java, you cannot do anything.
Yes.
You should be very strong with core Java. Very good.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ram.
So tomorrow when I start Hibernate, that is also a core Java. When I start Spring, Spring is also core Java. Everything is core Java.
Yes,
You
Ramji.
understand those concepts and just applying those concepts. That's all.
Yes.
What are the concepts we learned earlier? I applied the same concepts. I also told about what is throws, cross, and all those things in the exception handling. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Ramji.
I told each and everything. The same thing I'm applying here. So I want everyone to be very strong on the core Java. That is the reason I spent a lot of time on core Java. I didn't just spend time just like that. There is a reason why I spent 35 to 40 classes on core Java. Getting it?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes, Ramji.
There is a reason for that. You might be thinking that why am I spending a lot of time on core Java? Why am I not going with advanced Java? Why am I not teaching Spring and Hibernate? Obviously, if you have to understand Spring and Hibernate, if you have to understand the REST web services, if you want to understand the servlets, if you want to understand the JS space, whatever it is, everything is core Java. Just a Java program. Just a Java program. Getting it?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes.
You have to be very strong with core Java. That is the reason I spent 40 classes approximately on core Java. Can you please mute your microphone, whoever it is? So now can you write the Java program and execute the queries?
Yes.
So
Yes,
you
Ramji.
feel great about it because you learned something. You can write a Java program and connect to the database and store some data in the database, get the data in the database, update the data in the database. You can create the table, you can alter the table, you can drop the table. You can do all these things from a Java program. You learned something good, right?
Yeah.
You have to feel happy for that. If you get that happiness, definitely you'll understand something and you will have that enthu to learn the things. You should have that enthu to learn the things. Getting it?
Yes, Ramji.
I want everyone to practice this JDBC program and come to the evening class. Will you people available for evening class or not?
Yes, Ramji.
Yes,
What time,
Uh,
ma'am?
what time, Ramji?
I want to take the class at 8:30 Eastern time or 8 o'clock Eastern time or 7:30 according to your convenience. Tell me, I am open for any time.
8:30 will work for me, Ramji.
Yes, Ramji. I can stop by somewhere and I can
Eastern
take the
time.
class. 8:30. Yes, Ramji.
yes, Ramji.
Yes, Ramji.
Yeah, let's meet at 8:30 Eastern time and please join on time and don't waste others' time.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Ramji.
Okay, Ramji.
Bye. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Hello.
This is 2020 Healthcare